So we're here. We've got this lovely. So we're here. Let's do a little intro. So we're here. Let's do a little. We're gonna do a little intro here. So we're gonna go to YouTube.com, and we're gonna find.
Normally, and then they start to manifest because they know that mind is so powerful. I am capable of doing it. So they use the power of the mind to manifest something and either benefit themselves or maybe benefit others. But it is the same powerful mind which for other people then at the same time is creating the fear. But instead of understanding, yeah, but it's the mind, I just need to switch it over and make it useful for me. No, they stay inside the fear becomes more, the powerful fear becomes even stronger, and then it becomes so strong, the fear, that it even blocks people in doing anything. But the fear, it's a construct of the mind in the first place. You fear that you get a car is going to hit you tomorrow. Yeah, hello, we are not tomorrow. We are here right now. Why you think about tomorrow the car could hit you? Who says it's going to happen, and where is the evidence it's going to happen? Where's the evidence it's not going to happen? You don't know. Stop thinking about tomorrow. The music is playing here right now. But this fear of the future, this anxiety of what if. Yeah, what if and what if not. Both of them are there. But the problem with the fear is, he's very strong. Fear is just nothing to let your life be determined by. Yeah, but then you ask yourself, but why? Because there is something else which is hindering him at the moment. And oftentimes this can be fear. Fear is number one. Fear of existence for some people. Fear of losing is the other thing. Fear is like the main runner. How do we deal with fear, for example? It's just like this. Fighting is not fun. Fighting against somebody else who also is trained, and then even if you have like gloves on, doesn't matter. It's quite painful sometimes. And also, very honestly, I don't like even to fight. It's not that I like it, but I feel the challenge about it. I feel how much I need to like jump over myself now to go out there. And just, even if it's just training. So that means for a martial artist normally, it becomes like a different perspective when it comes to fear. Because it's all the time when you walk out there. That you are dealing with fear. Fear of what if I lose? What if like he hit me? What if I get hurt? Yeah, what if I don't stand up anymore? So many fears is it that you are dealing with, but ultimately you conquer them. The outlook on the rest of the life looks different. It changes something inside of you. It changes the perspective, how you are looking at things, where you see other people, they are living in fear, but fear of nothing. Fear of something they have created with the mind. People have this inspiration in the mind, and then they start to manifest because they know that mind is so powerful. I am capable of doing it. So they use the power of the mind to manifest something and either benefit themselves or maybe benefit others. But it is the same powerful mind, which for other people then at the same time is creating the fear. But instead of understanding, yeah, but it's the mind, I just need to switch it over and make it useful for me. No, they stay inside the fear becomes more, the powerful fear becomes even stronger, and then it becomes so strong, the fear, that it even blocks people in doing anything. Why you think about tomorrow the car could hit you? Who says it's going to happen? And where is the evidence it's going to happen? Where's the evidence it's not going to happen? You don't know. Stop thinking about tomorrow. The music is playing here right now. The fearful part is one day you look back and say, you have wasted your lifetime. This is the fearful part.
I just gotta try and get all this stuff going here. I gotta get everything where it's perfect for a book reading here. So, can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? Are we in good shape to start reading the book? Okay, let me put my glasses on. Okay. Let me turn on the stream, make sure I can hear it. Okay. Let me turn on the stream, make sure. Okay, so I can hear it. It sounds good. Okay, go get some water. I'll wait for you to get back, dude. And then we've got our book to read. Okay, Hobbit. We'll go ahead and we'll introduce we will introduce the book that we're reading here. So today we chose to read. Okay. We are reading Mike Hunt Smells Like Fish by Brad Goss. That's what we're reading today. That's our book. So this is This is one of 96 children's books that it's one of 96 disregarded children's books. And on this stream, we are going to read all 96 of the banned children's books. So, tonight, we are starting with Brad Goss's rendition of Mike Hunt Smells Like Fish. So, I've never done a book reading before. This is a first time for me. Those of you who don't really know me, you don't know that I like books. I like all kinds of books. I like adult books. I like children's books. I like every genre of books except for gay cowboys on Brokeback Mountain. I don't like those books. So let me. We're gonna read the back of the book here, a little bit about Brad Goss. So we're gonna get to that, and so give me just a second here. We're gonna do that. So. Okay, so a little bit about Brad Goss here. Brad Goss is a sit-down comedian based in his basement. He's writing this in the third person because bios look cooler when written that way. It seems ridiculous, but he keeps typing. He uses dark humor to cope. He has more issues than a newspaper. You can find him on all the social media places at Brad Goss. He thanks you for your support. So, as I stated before, Mike Hunt smells like fish. Show everybody here, there's nothing here. Copyright 2022, Brad Goss. Mike Hunt smells like fish. Mike Hunt gets so hairy. Sometimes Mike Hunt bleeds. It can be kinda scary. Mike Hunt loves to squirt and gets wet easily. Mike Hunt once got crabs and scratched endlessly. Mike Hunt gets ingrown hairs. Mike Hunt collects toys. Now I know what you guys are thinking. This is an amazing book. And I'm telling you, this is true. This book is amazing. So let us continue on to more. Okay. Mike Hunt has a piercing and gets pounded like the boys. I know what you guys are thinking. You can relate to Mike Hunt. I feel like Mike Hunt is relatable to everybody. This is the people's story right here. That's what this is. This is the people's story. So let's continue with a little more about Mike Hunt, okay? Sometimes Mike Hunt farts with great force and power. I know we can all relate to that. Okay, this is Mike Hunt is the freshest right after a shower. Now, unfortunately, that is all about Mike. But we could talk about the next thing we have is in proper book fashion. We have all of the advertisements that are at the back of books. So you have the Gluck Gluck 3000 that is only $10. STDs and You, Learning from the Animals at the Zoo. Race Wars, Black Car, White Car, and Yellow Car 2. Over here, get your very own Dead Babies books and merchandise. Stickers, just $1. Okay? Mom runs trains on the weekend with Dad's friends. Almost everybody who has a mother can relate to this. Many mothers run trains. It's career day at school, and I get to present. I'm so proud of my mom and the weekends she spent learning how to run trains. Very relatable. Very relatable. Anybody who is a mother can relate to these advertisements. Conjoined twins. Where does one end and the other begin? What if one can swim and the other cannot? Can just one of them become an astronaut? How often do they need a diaper change? If they grew 100 feet tall, wouldn't that be strange? Are they a byproduct of nuclear radiation? Have they ever been left outside a fire station? These are very important questions. Learn about inbreeding with Donkey Bear. Are your parents cousins or siblings? This book will teach you all about inbreeding. You can learn along with Donkey Bear. He's hearing about it for the first time. Santa's Little Humper saves Christmas. Santa crashes in the Middle East and Rudolph is dead. Only a strange camel can save Christmas now. Okay. Yeah. So, here we go. We've got to go next. We have Ba Ba Black Sheep. Deals with another routine stop, only $10. Ba Ba Black Sheep, please step out of the car. Yes, sir, yes, sir. No, I'm unarmed. Do you know why we stopped you today? Because of the fur color I display. You match the description of a suspect I seek. Funny, it's the 4th time to happen this week. I profiled you because you are black and drive a Mercedes, which is kinda whack. Everybody knows. Ba Ba Black Sheep. Do not drive Mercedes. Okay. So, Mom's OnlyFans. New beginnings from difficult choices. Dad left your mom broke. Now she's faced with the harsh reality of not having enough money. But don't worry. She has a plan to get back on her feet. Clip Clop. The racist worst cop. These are all books that can be purchased. Many of these have the prices on them. So we're just going through them one at a time. Does anyone know whatever happened to Murder Hornets? Remember Murder Hornets? Whatever happened to them? We dive deeply into the terror phenomenon that never came to be. 2020 had so many bigger things, so Murder Hornets were forgotten. Make your own look. What can pimps and divorce lawyers teach children about money and luck? This book tells the story of outdated wisdom and harsh truths. Creepy creatures keep you awake with questions. Cockroach baby smells really musky. Centipede baby was sewn from human skin. Squidfish lives deep down in the sea. Flesh-eating ladybug is super scary. Bearded baby was born this hairy. These are amazing. These are top shelf. Okay, top shelf. There is also a sofa king. Okay. Clucky, the plant-based chicken, only $10. Ours baby, the only child your stepmom loves. Your stepmom wants one thing from your dear old dad: viable sperm and an empty house. Pack your bags. It's time to grow up. Mommy got a DUI. Your mom has secrets. She hides her drinking from you until now. Mommy can't drive you to school, and you're going to have to learn the bus routes. My racist gran. Dead babies coloring books, only $10. Insomniac and Friends, the clowns that put you to sleep. Yeet Yeet likes to watch you sleep. Pickles under your bed he creeps. Switchblade eats your favorite stuffies. Pedo lures you away with puppies. Shifty plans to collect your teeth. Twisty smells your hair while you sleep. Clammy lives inside his van. Hank once had to kill a man. Tootie smells like your dirty socks. Busby laughs at electric shocks. Twinkle spends the night robbing graves. Fappy keeps a few human slaves. Why Daddy Hits Mommies. A Kid's Guide to Understanding Alcoholism. Now, if you have ever been a victim of abuse and you're a woman, I just want to tell you that you can only be told twice before you run out of eyes. So that's just some advice from me to every woman out there before we continue our book reading. So please remember that if you are a woman. Okay. Next, let us continue, gentlemen. Candyman, the Van. Triggered, a kid's guide to cancel culture. Easily offended is the new trend. People act outraged. Be careful, you might lose your job, even though nobody is responsible for the feeling of others. Okay, Boomer. Boomer always complains at the store, but it was on sale yesterday, when yesterday's special isn't available anymore. You shouldn't be such a slut. Boomer gives unsolicited advice. This smartphone is dumber than dirt. Boomer always struggles with his device. Boomer demands your supervisor. Candy's nuts. Come in the morning each day. Melts in your mouth, boys. Okay? I'm going to reread the book again here in just a minute. I'm going to reread the book again, don't worry. Cinnamon, a horse forced into the sex trade. Don't bathe with Uncle Joe, setting boundaries with adults. Uncle Joe lost his job for misconduct in the workplace. He's coming to stay with us. You're going to have to learn to avoid his hands, and more importantly, never bathe with Uncle Joe. Only $10. Thirst traps. Why Mom's phone keeps blowing up. Daddy's a simp. Don't expect much inheritance. Humpty Dumpty discovers workplace misconduct. Only $10. Okay, so there's more books, but for anybody who missed the book, let's do a quick rereading of the book for any newcomers. We're gonna do a rereading. Okay. This is written by my good friend, Brad Goss. Okay. Mike Hunt. Smells like fish. Okay. Copyright 2022, Brad Goss. Mike Hunt. Smells like fish. Mike Hunt. gets so hairy. Sometimes my cunt bleeds. It can be kinda scary. As you can see, my cunt is very dejected to show you. Okay. My cunt loves to squirt and gets wet easily. Yes, I do. My cunt once got crabs and scratched endlessly. I don't know if any of you can relate to this. I have never had that issue. But mentally, I can picture it, and it is very scary. But let us continue. Mike Hunt gets ingrown hairs. Mike Hunt collects toys. Now, since I'm on stream, I cannot share stories about toys. But there are many stories of toys. Let us continue. Mike Hunt has a piercing and gets pounded like the boys. I know many women can relate to Mike Hunt right here. Many of them have piercings and get pounded just like the boys. I know many of them. Let us continue, shall we? Sometimes Mike Hunt farts with great force and power. Now, I feel like these are all very important things. Because let's be honest. Let's go back a page here. Okay? Sometimes Mike Hunt farts. I don't care what anybody says. Okay? With great force and power. We are all adults here. We are all adults. But at the same time, we all know that farting is funny. You are never too old to laugh. So, laughing is good for the body. It releases endorphins. My one piece of advice to my viewers here. If you do choose to fart, do not do so when you're sick. Because you can't trust it and you will shit yourself. So, that's my advice for today. Let's continue, shall we? Mike Hunt is the freshest. Right after a shower. And that is the story of Mike Hunt. Smells like fish. I'm so glad you guys could be here. For my book read, my very first book reading ever. I hope you guys like the imagery and the story. It's such a powerful story, and it's relatable, and every man and woman can relate to this book. I recommend this book by my buddy Brad Goss. You can buy this in any major bookstore. You can buy this on Amazon. If you have children, you can read this to your children. It is a very female positive experience, especially for any young women children that you have. I recommend this very, very much. It's very affordable. I don't remember. I got this book for free, but I believe it's roughly $10 on Amazon for the story. Uh, very well constructed. Children, of course, will probably destroy this thing. Let's be honest, because children are fucking monsters. But really, they very, very good book. I do recommend it. I am gonna try to do some more of these. There are more. Uh, there are more. There are more. You know, there is a Gluck Gluck 3000. There's a Gluck Gluck 9000. You know, there's a book called Suppositories. The pills you put in your butt. These are books that I'm going to read on stream. I don't know exactly when, but we're going to go through some of these. Yes, if you have a child and a child has story time and you don't know what to send with them and your child is sad because they don't have a book and it's a Monday, book reading is Friday, 100% recommend Brad Goss. Okay? Send your child to school with Brad Goss for the book reading. Daddy-daughter date night. It's not what it seems. These, Mom's Tinder profile and 22 other ways adults lie every day. Cavity cat. He comes in your mouth and gives you cavities. I feel like these are educational books. And I feel like these are good. For instance, a book that I should probably read next. Raise some awareness. Everybody knows I'm all about awareness. Candyman Van. Strangers come in all shapes and sizes. I feel like that's a book for children. I just don't. There is no farm. Kid's Guide to Understanding Euthanasia. Yeah. So there is another book. This book, the next book I'm gonna read you the title of is a book that's very close to my heart, and so I'm kind of conflicted about the next book I'm gonna read. But the next book that I might read, I'm debating a couple different books here. Okay, there is Boo Cocky, the Rooster That Stalks Me. Okay, I feel like Boo Cocky, the Rooster That Stalks Me might be a good book to read on stream. This might be a really good rooster story. I've never read this book, but it's obviously educational. You can tell by the title. It's very educational. Okay. I really did like the idea. Let me flip back to it here. I really did like the idea, though, of Insomniac and Friends, the clowns that put you to sleep. We all know that we would like to hear more about Yeet Yeet. Likes to watch you sleep. Pickles under your bed, he creeps. Switchblade eats your favorite stuffies. Pedo lures you away with puppies. Shifty plans to collect your teeth. Twisty smells your hair while you sleep. Clammy lives inside his van. Hank once had to kill a man. Tootie smells your dirty socks. Busby laughs at electric shocks. Twinkle spends the night robbing graves. Fappy keeps a few human slaves. So, thank you, everybody, for coming out to my very first sponsored book reading. Once again, My Cunt Smells Like Fish by Brad Goss. Thank you very much for being here.